what I am doing here today is I am doing an orange solid color build where I basically build something and it's all orange, like I did last week, except instead of in cast, I'm doing it in build mode. It's fairly self-explanatory, but I think I go more in depth into the rules in the last video, but you can kind of understand it, I hope. And so what I decided to do this time was, instead of making sure that everything was the exact same shade of orange and it couldn't have any other colors on it, I just kind of cared a lot less in this one, because there aren't really many items in this game in the build mode that are pure orange, have no other colors, and just are one solid color all the way through. So like that swing, it has a lot of orange on it, but it has a little bit of yellow, and I guess you could call that brown. I think it can pass for orange, but you know what I mean. And so I decided I didn't really care about that, because it's orange enough, and it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, when I would rather have fun with the challenge and make it kind of look not horrible and ugly, which I don't know if I succeeded with that. I think it does kind of look a bit strange at the end, especially on the inside. I don't mind the outside, but it's not the best looking in the world, so maybe I should have tried a bit better. But there aren't really very good items for kitchens that come in orange. I blame the kitchen counters mainly. I think they fooled me, tripped me up, messed my attempt up, but I don't know. You can make your own decisions when you actually see what I do with the inside. Anyway, I didn't really want to build a full house just by itself. I wanted to not spend too long on this video, so I decided to renovate an already quite small Strangeville trailer, because first of all, Strangeville is the most orange world in this game. It's got very orangey mountains, as you can probably see in the background, and I thought that would fit with the theme of the build. And also, I didn't want to spend very long on it, as I just said, so I decided to use one of the smaller lots and just renovate it, because I thought that could be a fun addition to the challenge. Anyway, those Spa Day wallpapers, if you just saw them, they are the very bright ones. I thought I should just point out how ludicrously bright they are. What are they meant to be used for? Because I don't know why they exist. They kind of hurt my eyes when I look at them, because they are just so bright in comparison to everything else in the game. I don't know why they exist, and the orange swatch of them is just really painful to look at. So that is my take on that wallpaper. It was a bit random, and it kind of just interrupted my train of thoughts and what I was saying, but I thought that everyone needed to know how I feel about that wallpaper. And I think a lot of people feel the same, because it is so bright and painful, and if you pair it with the matching flooring, it is just some kind of terrifying thing to look at. So I didn't use that in this build. Instead, I just kind of went with that kind of ugly orangey color, which I'm sure could look nice, but I don't think it looks nice in here. And you may have just seen the counters. I don't like the brown bit of the counters. I think they're just a bit, I don't know, I don't like how they look. It's not for me. So I would rather pretend they just don't exist, because I do not like them. Anyway, I decided to just move on with my life after seeing those kind of ugly counters and just continue with the build, because there was nothing I could do about it. They were the only option as far as I remember. And I had the opportunity in this build to use my absolute favorite item in the game. Well, it might not be, but it's one of my favorite items, and it is the Penguin TV. It is the objectively best TV in this game, and I always used to use it back when I first got the game, and I only had the base game because I thought it looked cute, and I didn't care that it was the worst TV in the game, and that I wasn't really progressing with my Sims furnitures in the house. Like, I would have so much money after spending ages getting them high up in their careers, and they would still have the worst items. So they would still have the Penguin TV, the cheapest showers, the cheapest beds, the cheapest computer, because I could just never bother to buy them new ones, and it just didn't really work very well for those Sims. Also, originally I wasn't going to do the landscaping on this build, because I didn't really feel it would turn out very good, because it's all just kind of gonna be orange, and I wouldn't be able to use the cacti or anything, and I just couldn't really be bothered because there wasn't even that much landscaping to begin with. But then I decided I might as well, and I just didn't really include that much. I just used kind of what I had and a little bit. I didn't really go up my way to make it look breathtakingly beautiful, as if I could do that anyway. But that was what I decided to do. Anyway, I think I am approaching the end of the video, so it would be great if you could like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with a friend. Thank you for watching, and goodbye!